Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're going to be talking about my prediction for the 2018 Senate elections. So right now on the screen, I have a completely blank map of the 2018 Senate map, and we're going to fill in each of these states partially based on publicly available polling data and partially based on my personal gut feeling, especially for the swing states that we're going to get into. All right, so let's go ahead and get right into this, starting off with all these safe states. So going on the West Coast, I just do not see Republicans ever having a chance in these three seats. Let's go over to the Northeast as well. A lot of these seats are just not going to flip. Vermont with Bernie Sanders, New York, Maine. Just going to basically fill in most of the Northeast. I'm going to leave open New Jersey because that one is actually sort of a toss-up with Senator Menendez and his whole corruption trial thing. It really brought him down there. So we're going to talk about that later. But yeah, I think that is all for the safe, completely safe Democratic. I'm actually going to fill in Minnesota and its special election because I think those are safe blue at this point. I don't see, it turning red anytime soon. All right, so for the Republican seats, Utah with Mitt Romney, that is not going to go to the Democrats. Wyoming, Nebraska, Mississippi, and a special election, I will give to the Republicans. And New Mexico, I'm going to go give to the Democrats as well. So here we go. We are at 47 Republicans and 37 Democrats. Now, here's where everything comes in. So these states right here that I've left blank are going to determine basically the who wins the Senate in 2018. So let's go into the outer swing states, then going into the more competitive ones as we go along. So first, with Virginia, Tim Kaine is up for re-election. He is a Democrat. He was also the vice president nominee with Hillary Clinton in 2016, so a very popular guy. I definitely see him winning in a trending blue state like Virginia. Okay, so let's see, the Rust Belt. So Michigan, I definitely see going to the Democrats. The polling all show the incumbent Democratic senator up by 15 to 20 points. So, that's not really good for Republicans. And same with Pennsylvania. I don't see Bob Casey losing there. He's up by polling also. So, okay, Wisconsin, that one is going to be a tiny bit closer, but still, I don't really see this going to Republicans. I think basically Republicans have lost the Rust Belt at this point, at least for 2018. I don't know if Trump can bring them back in 2020, but at this point, I just do not see any of these states going red. Okay, so now moving on to some more seats. Texas right here. Ted Cruz is up by a decent margin in the polls. He is facing a competitive re-election against Beto O'Rourke, who's the Democrat. Beto O'Rourke. But I think he can definitely pull it off. Cruz will probably be winning a re-election here. Okay, now Montana. All right, Montana I think is actually going to go Democratic. And I know Montana went for Trump by 30 points or some crazy number like that in 2016. But John Tester is the Democrat from Montana, and he's actually pretty popular. So I do see him winning even in a red state like that. Okay, now New Jersey. New Jersey is sort of close. I've seen some polling which shows the Republican almost beating Menendez, just trailing by a couple points. So I guess this could be competitive, but where it stands right now, I don't see New Jersey as a solid blue state going for a Republican in this Democratic wave year. If Hillary Clinton was president and this was a red wave, things would be different, but that's not the case right now. So I'm going to put New Jersey in a blue column also. All right, so we are at 48 Republicans, 43 Democrats. Tennessee. This one is actually really interesting because you got the Democrat leading the Republican right now in polls. Phil Bredesen is a very popular Democrat, even in deep red Tennessee. In 2006, he won every single county as a Democrat when he was running for governor. So, yeah, I mean, Tennessee is pretty interesting considering the Democrat is actually winning here. Personally, I don't know if Marsha Blackburn, who's the Republican, will be able to catch up. But as things stand right now, this one goes to the Democrats and will be flipping the seat. So that's pretty interesting there. Now, Missouri. Missouri is also a very, I don't really know. It's a toss up because Claire McCaskill is not popular in Missouri. But at the same time, you got Josh Hawley, who's the front runner for the Republican side. And he is sort of involved in some scandals because he's tied to the governor who actually was recently almost impeached. He resigned before he could be impeached. But yeah, it's just a mess over there. But as things stand right now, I see this one actually going to Josh Hawley because I think he can pick up Missouri and pick up those red voters there. Okay, West Virginia. West Virginia is the reddest state in America by 2016 margins. It might be behind Wyoming. Either Wyoming or West Virginia, definitely the reddest state. However, I do see this one actually staying blue with Joe Manchin. Joe Manchin is a conservative Democrat. He's pro-life. He's a lot of like pro-Republican policies, and I see him winning re-election even in West Virginia. Over there in Ohio, this one I'm pretty sure is a lost cause for the Republicans at this point. Sherrod Brown is a pretty popular guy there. I see him winning re-election. However, for Indiana, I do see this one flipping red to Mike Braun. Joe Donnelly is not popular in Indiana. Mike Braun is a very good Republican candidate. I do see him winning up there in Indiana. Now, North Dakota, I actually heard the news recently that the Koch brothers aren't going to be supporting the Republican candidate here, Kevin Cramer. I think he's like not really aligned with their ideology or something. But anyway, I still do see Kevin Cramer, the Republican, winning over Heidi Heitkamp, the incumbent Democrat. I do see this state flipping red there. All right, now down to Florida. Florida used to be a huge toss-up. But it's starting to get a little bit more clear in nearly every single poll. Rick Scott, the Republican, is actually leading by a few points against the incumbent Democrat, Bill Nelson. So as things stand right now, I do see this one flipping to Rick Scott, which will give it in the Republican column. So at this point, the Republicans have 52 seats to the Democrats' 46 seats. Now we just got two more states. Both of these are currently held by Republicans, Nevada and Arizona. So Nevada, this one is a toss-up. I mean, what call it? Rosen, who is the Democrat, and versus Dean Heller, who's the incumbent Republican. Dean Heller has been leading in a couple polls by a few percentage points. On the other hand, Rosen has been also leading in a few polls. So it's been going either way, but I personally think with my gut feeling that this one will go to the Democrats. I think this is a blue wave, and I just think the Democrats will be able to pull out in Nevada. Now, same thing with Arizona. The interesting thing about Arizona is that Democrats have been locked out of power in the state for like so many years, but this time they nominated a conservative Democrat. So I do think that Kyrsten Sinema, I think that's her name, will be able to defeat the Republican, whoever it is. Right now, there's a primary challenge going on between Martha McSally, Kelly Ward, and Joe Arpaio, and it's really tight. But no matter who wins on the Republican side, they're going to be so far right because in this primary, these three candidates are pushing each other to the right, like so fast. And then there's Kyrsten Sinema, who's basically unopposed on the Democratic side. She's going to easily win the nomination there. And as a conservative Democrat, I do see her winning even in red Arizona. Okay, so that is going to be it for this map. As you can see right now, Democrats at 48, Republicans at 52. The current composition is Republicans at 51 seats, so they do gain 1 seat in my prediction. They lose Arizona, Nevada, and Tennessee, but they gain Florida, Missouri, Indiana, and North Dakota. So yeah, that is going to be it. Make sure to go ahead and like this video if you did enjoy it. Subscribe for more election predictions. And yeah, that's going to be it. I will see you guys later. Peace out.